M24 variants. XM24A1, an experimental variant rechambered for the .300 Winchester Magnum, 7.62 by 67 mm, round. It was not adopted by the U.S. Army due to concerns that operators would not be able to acquire the special ammo. Also, the available .300 Winchester Magnum ammo that was procured sometimes misfired due to incompletely burned propellant in the longer cartridge. Reddick Arms Development further researched this concept, which eventually grew into the RAD M91A1, 7.62 by 51 mm NATO, and M91A2, .300 Winchester Magnum. These rifles were adopted by the U.S. Navy SEALs. M24A2, Remington has developed an improved version of the M24 rifle, known as the M24A2. The A2 model features a detachable 5-round magazine, top-mounted and adjustable side-mounted Picatinny rails, advertised by Remington as MARS, or Modular Accessory Rail System, barrel modifications designed to accommodate a sound suppressor, and an improved HS Precision PST-026 stock with adjustable cheek height and length of pull. Existing M24S can also be converted into M24A2S, which replaces the stock and adds the new detachable magazine feed. The conversion requires a rebarreling of the weapon so it can take the OPS silencer. M24A3, Remington developed the M24A3 SWS, a variant of the M24 chambered for the .338 Lapua Magnum round, 8.58 by 70 mm, and feeding from a 5-round detachable box magazine. It comes tapped for the Leupold Mk4M1LR/T8. 25x50 mm variable power day scope. It can also use detachable front and rear backup iron sights in an emergency. BUIS units are standard accessories that can be fitted to the Picatinny rail that runs on the top of the receiver and along the barrel. While the M24 is gradually being replaced by newer sniper rifles like the M110 semi-automatic sniper system, it remains a testament to the importance of precision marksmanship in modern warfare. Its legacy continues to inspire the development of advanced sniper rifles that push the boundaries of accuracy and lethality. U.S. Army 2009 solicitation for an M24 reconfiguration. The U.S. Army put out a solicitation in May 2009 for reconfiguring M24 sniper weapon systems currently available in Army inventory, consisting of a rebarreling/rechambering the SWS's barrel optimized to accommodate Mk248, Dodik A191, .300 Winchester Magnum ammunition. Replacement of existing Weaver rails with MIL, STD, 1913 rail capable of accommodating both a day optic and inline forward-mounted, and /PVS, 26, NSN 5855-01-538-8121, image intensified, I2, night vision device, reconfiguring. The stock with a stock that incorporates a detachable box magazine, adjustable comb and length of pull, addition of a detachable sound suppressor as well as any necessary barrel modifications required for a sound suppressor interface. Replacement of the existing day optic sight, DOS, and rings with an Army-specified variable power day optic and compatible rings. The U.S. government purchased 248 Malawian Kwachas Mod 1.300 Winchester Magnum match-grade ammunition in 2009 for use in .300 Winchester Magnum sniper rifles like the U.S. Navy Mk.13 Mod 5 rifle or reconfigured M24 SWSs. This ammunition was developed as a .300 Winchester Magnum match product improvement, PIP, and uses the 14.26G, 220 GR, Sierra Match King hollow point boat tail, HPBT, very low drag bullet fired at a nominal muzzle velocity of 869 meters per second, 2,850 feet per second, plus or minus 15.2 meters per second, 50 feet per second. According to the U.S. Navy, this ammunition should increase the maximum effective range of 300 Winchester Magnum sniper rifle systems to 1,370 meters, 1,500 yards, decrease wind deflection on bullets in flight and use a reduced muzzle flash propellant that remains temperature stable across an operational temperature range of -32 to 74 degrees Celsius, -26 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. This is effected by a thick wheel on a central grooved pillar for adjusting the length, and a thin locking ring behind it locks the thick wheel in place. The stock is primarily made from a polymer foam reinforced with fiberglass, carbon fiber, and Kevlar to reduce weight and then painted with a heavy-duty Polane paint. They were rigorously tested before being approved by Remington and the military. Accuracy, according to MIL, are 71126 AR, 3.15.7 targeting and accuracy. The rifle shall achieve the dispersion set forth below when fired from a government-approved machine rest. The average mean radius shall be less than or equal to the values stated below. The minimum rate of fire for conducting this test shall be 3 rounds per minute. Range/average mean radius, AMR, mean radius, MR, expresses the average distance of all the shots from the center of the shot group. AMR averages the MR of several shot groups: 200 yards, 183 meters, 1.3 inches, 273 yards, 250 meters, 1.4 inches, 300 yards, 274 meters, 1.9 inches. The radial distance from the calculated center of impact of the first target compared to the calculated center of impacts of the subsequent targets shall be less or equal to 1.086 MOA, 3.3 inches at 300 yards, 2.2 inches at 200 yards, 2.4 inches at 200 meters, on an average basis. The actual rifle requirements for accuracy were 0.35 MOA from a machine rest and, according to Major John Mend, Ret., this accuracy had to be maintained to 10,000 rounds. He stated, interesting side note was there was a 10,000 round requirement for the barrel to maintain the original accuracy. In fact, after some 10,000 round tests we discovered the accuracy improved. A few barrels were tested past 20,000 and accuracy never went below the original accuracy requirement. Specifications: Scope, Leupold Ultra M3A10 by 42 mm fixed power, or Leupold MK4LR/TM3 10 by 40 mm fixed power scope. Detachable emergency Redfield Palma International backup iron sights. They are attached to iron sight bases that are screwed into drilled and tapped holes machined into the front of the barrel and back on the left side of the receiver. In 2001, when Remington had the second contract to the U.S. military, minor changes were done to the M24. These changes included 2-piece Leupold Mark IV scope ring bases instead of the 1-piece on the first series rifles, and a switch from Redfield Palma International iron sights to another manufacturer, OK Weber. Redfield was out of business by then, necessitating a change. Barrel, made of 416 stainless steel. The bore twist is 1 turn in 11.25 inches, 1:285.75 mm, and the rifling is 5 radial lands and grooves, 5R, with a right-hand RH twist. Because of the odd number of lands, none of the lands are 180 degrees apart, i.e. in direct opposition. This results in less bullet deformation, which, at least in theory, produces more consistent point of impact. In 5R rifling, the side of the land is cut at a 65 degrees angle, rather than 90 degrees in conventional rifling. This results in less barrel fouling, and more consistent point of impact, compared to conventional rifling when relatively high numbers of rounds are fired between cleaning. As might be expected in military applications, stock, HS Precision PST-024, the model with the fixed cheek piece, adjustable LOP and hinged floor plate. The stock secures the action via an aluminum bedding block to keep it rigid. The barrel is free-floating. A twin strut extension that pulls out of the butt allows a 2-inch, 51 mm, adjustment to length of pull, as well as allowing for the weapon to fit inside the M1950 weapon container for airborne operations. M24 U.S. Military Standard Sniper Rifle, the M24 Sniper Weapon System, SWS, or M24 is the military and police version of the Remington Model 700 rifle, M24 being the model name assigned by the United States Army after adoption as their standard sniper rifle in 1988. The M24 is referred to as a weapon system because it consists of not only a rifle, but also a detachable telescopic sight and other accessories. The M24 SWS has the long-action bolt version of the Remington 700 receiver but is chambered for the 7.62 by 51 mm NATO short-action cartridge that has an overall length of 2.750 inches, 69.85 mm. The long-action allows the rifle to be reconfigured for dimensionally larger cartridges up to 340 inches, 84.84 mm, in overall length. The M24 originally came tapped for the Leupold Ultra M3A10 by 42 mm fixed power scope, which came with a circle-shaped mil-dot glass-etched reticle. This was later replaced in 1998 by the Leupold MK4LR/TM110 by 40 mm fixed power scope with an elongated shaped mil-dot wire reticle. The rifle also comes with a detachable Harris 9-13-inch 1A2 LM or Harris 9-13 1A2 L bipod unit. The M24 SWS was to be replaced with the M110 semi-automatic sniper system, a contract awarded to Knights Armament Company. However, the Army still continued to acquire M24s from Remington until February 2010 and upgraded to the A2 and M24E1 standard in many cases, continuing to serve. The Army chose to upgrade all its M24 rifles in the arsenals to the M2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle, with the final M24 being converted in April 2014.